Hello, Alice here from Latin Budget, and today is actually the closing of the 21st. That means we've done the cash stuffing already. Check out my previous videos. We also did in that cash stuffing, we stuffed our wallet, our binders, and we even did savings challenges. So yeah, that got covered. It's a little bit long, but you know, it is what it is, and it's a lot of binders that we had to stuff. So without further ado, let's do the closing of this week from the 15th to the 21st of November, where we have my actual total income came out to $2,026.86. My bills that I will be subtracting from that total is $715.35. That's my rent, my health plan, my dental plan, my oh my gosh, my cancer insurance, and my water utility. They all came out on the 15th, except my water, which came out exactly on the closing of this week. So that came out perfectly. And when I subtract the $715.35 from my total income, I end up with $1,311.51. Black Friday is coming up. Are you guys prepared for the Black Friday? I do not go to Black Fridays. I do not cyber anything or online, or I've already purchased everything. I did order online, but way before, so I have everything set out. And what I'll be doing on Friday is the 24th is basically wrapping. I'll be wrapping. Yes, I do not like to wrap either. Closing to December 25th. Oh, no. My daughter does that, and she stays up late, and then the kids wake up, and then, oh, no. I don't do that. No. I did that a long time ago. I stopped doing that. So without further ado, let's continue with this. I hope you guys have a lot of discounts and buy what you need. And after I do my bill subtracting, I go to my investments. I deposited in the account $100 as usual. I did it before the 30th because it's hectic, right? So I did it before, and hopefully in December I'll do that before the 23rd. So crossing my fingers if I can do that in 2 weeks. That comes out to, when I subtract the $100, $1,211.51. Then I proceed to pay my PayPal. PayPal is due a certain amount that I have evaded the interest, and that's up on December 6th. So I'm trying to pay this up, really quick. So I'm doing snowballs on that without sacrificing my other credit cards. So I subtract the $50 from the $1,211.51, end up with $1,161.51. My cash spending, which I say turned out marvelous, simply marvelous. I've been controlling my spending, and next week will be even better because I will not be going out shopping anywhere, and I do have off, so I won't be spending for lunches. So that'll be great. What do we have left over in our tips? I spent 3, have left over 7. For my lunches, I have 70, spent 20, but I use my ATM. Is that a hair? Yes, it is. Sorry about that. For my gasoline, I did not add gasoline. For my home, I have 20 left over, 50. The lawn came, the gardener came and mowed the lawn, so that was paid off. For my groceries, I did not go shopping. I'll be going shopping in the first week of December, and I'll be using $73 that I have in my Costco card for shopping also. For my treat yourself, I did not spend anything, so I have the total $10 in my envelope. For my coffee, I did not spend anything. I have a total of $4 left over. For my date night, I still have the $6. I did not spend anything there either. For my fun, nothing spent. For my pets, nothing spent. For my beauty, yes, I went to my beauty appointment on the 21st. No, oh my gosh, on the 17th. 21st is when I'm closing it. On the 17th, so that's paid off, and that's also the tips that I gave her. So I have a total remaining in my wallet as of the 21st, $367. What I spent in ATM and in my cash, $93, a total of $93. So when I subtract 93 from the balance that was remaining after the debt payment, $1,161.51, end up with $1,068.51. Then I proceed to my sinking funds. Yeah, we did a whole bunch of sinking funds. I don't have to fill these sinking funds, and I was so glad that I did. 150 is set for my rent. For my binder, for my home binder, I will be adding $16. That's the remaining of the $300 because my rent is $283.35. So the $16 is the overage that I have on budgeted for my rent. Rainy day, I have 51. End up with $52. My tie, I added $10. For my birthday, I added $1. For cell phone, I added $1. For my grandson, I added $1. Miscellaneous, I added another $1. Self-care, $1. Decor, I added $1. For budgeting planners, I added $1. So that tallied up to $384, which I subtract then. Did not write it down. Let me get my pants. Where's my pen? Didn't go that far. Okay. Yeah, it's been busy. So next Sunday, I'll be picking up my kids at the airport. So I have $1,068.51, and I'll be subtracting all my sinking funds, which is minus 348. Oops. 384. And that is, let me see if you can see it. There you go. 684.51. Let me write it. 684.51. And then I proceed to take out my savings challenges. $2 that I overaged on my utilities. I pull that out, and savings challenges $14. That's a total of $16. So I'm going to be subtracting $16 from the $484 and end up with $668.51. And that's exactly what I have here remaining. So I wrote a note to myself so it won't happen again when I transfer the balance to the next week. To remember that I have sinking funds in my first account for $150. And I can't spend that money. So my starting balance for the 22nd to the 28th. You know what I'm going to do? From the 22nd to the 30th, I will be closing out that week. Since it's only, what, 3 days? 3 days to close it. So I'll be doing from the 22nd to the 30th. It's the closing of the month. So I'll see you in my next closing. Bye.